Shalom, shalom. I'm going to try to record with video and with audio this podcast today. So this is God's Little Hummingbird, and I'm going to be doing the actual podcast I do on my phone, but I'm going to do it through Zoom as well, and then upload that video to YouTube. See if you guys like it. Let me know the feedback. Please don't comment on the Facebook or on the YouTube videos because I don't ever see those comments. But message me at Melissa Schilling Smith on Facebook. Okay, now we are reading. Let me go ahead and start this recording over here and we'll go together. I have to, let's see, it gives me a little countdown here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Shalom, shalom. Welcome to another episode of God's Little Hummingbird, the podcast where we are reading through the Bible from the beginning to the end using the original language as a guide. We read from the New King James Version Bible, and we're in 1 Chronicles 25 today. And Yahweh God, please open our eyes, ears, and hearts to your truth. Moreover, David and the captains of the army separated for the service some of the sons of Asaph, of Haman, and of Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps. Did you hear that? Prophesy. Speak forth the truth and words of God through the music they sang. That the Psalms, many of the Psalms are prophetic. Beautiful. So they were going to prophesy with harps, stringed instruments, and cymbals. I have a little funny thought here in my head. Okay, cymbals, clashing cymbals, don't seem very conducive to an environment of prophecy to me. You're just like you're sitting here clashing them together. How would the spirit move? Like, I don't know. But with the stringed instruments, of course, you have the stringed instruments, your guitars, your harps, your whatever they had at that point. That was just a funny picture I had in my mind I wanted to share. And the number of the skilled men performing their service was, of the sons of Asaph, Zakur, Joseph, Nethaniah, and Asharallah. The sons of Asaph were under the direction of Asaph, who prophesied according to the order of the king. I love that. He had the gift of prophecy, and he prophesied according to the order of the king. Like, I don't think the king on demand commanded him to prophesy, but isn't it interesting that he was put in place to prophesy for the people? And he's, of course, a Levite, which is interesting, which of course, a lot of Levites have the gift of prophecy. Almost everyone I've known does. Verse 3, of Jeduthun, the sons of Jeduthun, Gedaliah, Zerai, Jeshaiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Mattithiah, 6 under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with a harp to give thanks and to praise Yahweh. Oh, I love that. Their prophetic word was giving thanks and praise to Yahweh. Of Haman, the sons of Haman, Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uziel, Shebuel, Jeremoth, Hanani, Eliatath, Gedalti, Romampti, Ezer. Wow, that word, huh? Josh Bekasha, Malothi, Othir, and Mahazioth. All these were the sons of Haman, the king's seer, in the words of Elohim. So a seer is somebody who is a prophet who has the gift, I think, of seeing. My husband physically can see into the spirit realm. I do, but I've asked Father, because I hear his voice. So I have asked him, I don't want to be freaked out by what I see. So he minimalizes it for me. I'm like, I don't want to see the things that would totally freak me out. And so he lets me see it in different ways, which I won't talk about that right now, but my husband has the gift of seeing, and he can see the demons right there. The son of Haman, the king's seer, in the words of Elohim, to exalt his horn. The horn is symbolic of his strength. For Elohim gave Haman 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these were under the direction of their father for the music in the house of Yahweh, with cymbals, stringed instruments, and harps for the service of the house of Elohim. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Haman were under the authority of the king, so the number of them with their brethren who were instructed in the songs of Yahweh, all who were skillful, was 288. Notice they were skillful. We don't just put people up there randomly just to do the music because it might sound not very good. And they cast lots for their duty. They cast lots. So see, there's a rotational duty. They didn't all serve all the time. That is, again, why they weren't paid. During the time that the lot was drawn for them to serve, they would go and serve at the temple, and at the temple was the tithe of the increase of the agricultural animals and land produce. And they would eat. See, their food was provided and their shelter was provided in the chambers there. So that's why you don't pay them. They weren't going to get bribes. They were taken care of when they were there because they had to leave the lands where they were growing their food and raising their food. So, okay, so they cast lots for their duty, verse 8, and they cast lots for their duty, the small as well as the great, the teacher with the student. Everybody took a turn in the rotation, the teachers and the students. I love that line right there. Now, the first lot for Asaph came out for Joseph, the son for Gedaliah, him with his brethren and sons, 12. The third for Zakur, his sons and his brethren, 12. The fourth for Jizri, his sons and his brethren, 12. The fifth for Nethaniah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The sixth for Bukiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The seventh for Jesharelah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The eighth for Jeshiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The ninth for Mattaniah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 10th for Shimei, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 11th for Azarel, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 12th for Ashabiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 13th for Shubael, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 14th for Mattithiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 15th for Jeremoth, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 16th for Hananiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 17th for Joshbekashah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 18th for Hanani, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 19th for Maloti, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 20th for Elithiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 21st for Hothir, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 22nd for Gedalti, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 23rd for Mahaziot, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 24th for Romamti, Ezer, his sons and his brethren, 12. There were 24 units, so to speak. There were 24 little groups of people, each of them with 12. Why were there 12? Well, because typically there are 12 months in a year. Every once in a while, we have a 13th month. But here we have a rotational duty of, we have 24 groups of people, and they rotated with amongst their brethren to see who served each month. That is important for us to remember. That's very important just to remember, because this is why, because people say, well, didn't the Levites and the priests get, the tithe? Yes, but you notice it wasn't they didn't get paid because it wasn't all year. They had a time during the year in which they were to leave their homelands and go and serve. They took turns. So, love that chapter. I love music. I love that Yahweh put musicians in his temple. So don't let anybody tell you that music is bad, because there's some churches out there that teach that. At the same point, this helps us give an understanding of like the rotational duties, how there's 24 different groups of people, and each of those groups had 12 people, so one could serve per month. Love you all. Have a blessed day. I'm going to try to end this recording first because we'll see how I do. Got it. And then I'm going to end this one. I love you all. Have a blessed day.